Alright, hey everybody, you are tuned in to another episode of the It's On Us podcast. This episode is called Aaliyah or Beyonce, and I'm with my special guest, Shay. What's going on, Shay?
What's up, Lenny?
Chilling, ready to get it started, you know what I mean? Alright, so I want to say about, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I said, as an R&B fan, I love both Aaliyah and Beyonce equally. And when it comes to the R&B industry, they both did a lot. But it's kind of hard for women to shine because a lot of times the fans put them against each other. So what I was trying to ask people was, if Aaliyah was still here today, would she have the same amount of success as Beyonce? Or would she be more successful than Beyonce? Or would Beyonce have risen to the top no matter what? What's your opinion about that?
Here we go. I would say Aaliyah because Aaliyah been a solo artist. Beyonce was in a group. Yeah, you could tell Beyonce had vocals and could sing, but she was in a group, so people was focusing on Destiny Child, not just Beyonce. But when Beyonce decided to go solo, not to mention, that was after Aaliyah's death, hit. That should tell you something. She was probably waiting for a good time to go solo. Don't get me wrong, Beyonce has talent. Her voice is one of the best. And she's an amazing performer, but that was with practice over the years. You didn't hear that voice when she was with Destiny Child. It takes practice. And Aaliyah Ben was singing and dancing at the same damn time. So just imagine how good and how powerful her voice would have been if she was still with us.
That's so true. And I remember looking at interviews and stuff like that. Timbaland and Missy were like, Aaliyah got cut out during her prime. Like, she was going to evolve more. She was going to have more hits and everything. But, like, she was just taken away basically at the wrong time. You know what I mean? It was a sad day because it was like a hole in music.
Man, that was like one of the biggest, craziest day ever. Like, she was just a big impact. I mean, the artist that she was really competing with wasn't really Beyonce because Beyonce was a Destiny Child. But the artist that she was competing with, it was like she stood out. And Aaliyah would still stand out until this day. Like, no matter what, she would still be out here.
That's true. Yeah, she was basically on top in her prime. I know what you mean. Like, especially 2000 and 2001, like, R&B wise, nobody was touching her. Like, everybody loved her. She was always on TRL. She was always on 106 in Park, and everybody loved her. Like, the fans went crazy over her. She had mega hits all the time. Like, she was on her grind.
She had hits plenty. She had movies.
Yeah, movies.
Let me get some movies real Aaliyah had her first movie, Romeo Must Die, in 2000. I was just watching it. Oh my God, that's my baby. Then 3 months before Aaliyah's death, Beyonce had her first movie, Carmen, the hip hop musical. I know you saw that, Lenny.
I seen Gold Member when she was in Gold Member. I ain't see Carmen though.
Okay, Gold Member was 2001. That was her second movie, and that's when she popped off.
Yeah.
But Carmen was a little hip hop musical. But Aaliyah did it first. People, this is fact. Dancing, singing, she did it first. Fact. Come on, man. Like, you gotta think, you gotta really think. Do your research. Aaliyah did it first. So just imagine how it would be.
Okay, I feel you. Well, we're going to go into the people's answers real quick. So, like, Taylor said, pretty much nobody can predict the future. Like, if Whitney Houston died in her prime, nobody would have foresaw her being on crack. Then she said she feel as though Aaliyah was a good soul and a very talented singer and everything. But it's probably best not to predict the future. Like, how you feel about that? What Taylor said.
Well, listen, that was true. Don't get me wrong. That was Whitney Houston. But Beyonce was a Destiny Child. Nobody would have thought that she would be like the #1 artist in the world solo.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think about things like that also. You feel me?
Yeah. And let's see. The girl, she said her name is T Monet on Facebook. She said Aaliyah was more original. She was more in tune with her music, and she had awesome dancing skills to go along with it. She said Beyonce, on the other hand, to her, she thinks Beyonce is unoriginal.
Wow. I mean, that is kind of sort of true because Beyonce steals a lot of dance moves from different people, but she's mainstream now, you know. But back in the day when she first like went solo, what
2003.
Crazy in Love was her first, right?
Yeah, '03. Yep.
Well, the booty shaking, yeah, that was unoriginal, but at the same time, like her singing wise and how she dances and stuff, it's for TV, it's for like audience. I mean, and Aaliyah, she was just chilled and laid back, so I really liked her answer. Her answer, yeah, dope. I like her answer a lot. She was more original. She had a bandana. You see a lot of people like Alicia Keys and Christina Aguilera with the bandanas after Aaliyah. You know, like Genie in the Bottle, she had it in there, and Alicia Keys had it in, I think, Fallen or some other video. Like, Aaliyah started a lot of trends.
Yeah, yeah. Know? She definitely was like, you know, that girl that could set a trend. She was, she could model her ass off, you know what I mean? Like Aaliyah, she was a triple threat. She could do everything, and her acting skills were incredible. I wish she was able to finish The Matrix. I wish she was able to finish Queen of the Damned and everything, because that would have been cool to see. Like her finished product of it, you know what I mean?
Man, I wish too. Like Queen of the Damned would have been, because they had to have a little double stunt because she passed. Like,
yeah.
Her acting was just, she was amazing, and I just believe that she would have more movies like that. Like, yeah, you can't predict the future, but you could tell how much potential that she had. Like, she worked with Missy Elliott and Timbaland. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. Like, they still make hits with people like Justin Timberlake, Pharrell, and the list goes on and on. So that's why going into this next answer with Nancy, oh my God, when I read Nancy's answer, I was about to drop dead. Nancy said, not only can you predict the future, you can't compare the two. Honestly, I feel though, as Beyonce would have been a bit, she said Beyonce would have had a bigger fan base. And not only is she a great singer, she is a great performer. And she's categorized in the pop market and R&B. She said Aaliyah would have been more of an R&B artist. And she said she sees Aaliyah as more of a soul singer. So what I said was, listen, okay, a soul singer, you know, that's like Jill Scott, Alicia Keys, Fantasia. Like when you say soul singer in that type of market, especially when you come into about like saying African American music, we think of Jill Scott's and, you know, the Alicia Keys and Fantasias of the world. Aaliyah, she had the R&B urban pop thing going on, and she would have went mainstream because she was headed to another, you know, lane. Because the thing is, Missy and Timbaland was on a grind, especially when it came to helping Aaliyah. Missy, you know, Missy had lose control. Is it worth it? All those nice songs, but Aaliyah probably would have been part of those songs because Missy was her girl. You feel me? So just like how Missy got Sierra hits, Aaliyah would have had even bigger hits with Missy because she was already a superstar. Like I'm trying to tell you, like either her and Beyonce would have been neck and neck, or you know what I'm saying, they probably would have did songs together. But Aaliyah definitely would have been that star that's on top.
I really believe Aaliyah would have been that star because a lot of people is comparing Aaliyah with Sierra. But Sierra, yeah, that's like Sierra influences was Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, and stuff like that. But Aaliyah and Beyonce, they're like, they did the same thing. Like, Aaliyah's style was one of a kind, so different, nobody could even compete. People saying you can't compare them to, but hey, why not? They both did movies, they both sing and dance, they both dated people from Rockefeller. The only difference is how they sing. That's it. Beyonce was just low tune, yeah, soulful, but talking about Aaliyah, she was like soulful, but at the end of the day, she still had songs like I Don't Wanna, that's like Dangerously in Love, Try Again, is like upbeat songs that Beyonce brought out, you know, like, I think they're in the same category, you know.
That's true. And Natalie said that there would have been competition between Sierra and Aaliyah because they favor each other. I know you just spoke on that. I know you got something to say about that. I think if Aaliyah was still living, she probably would be like a big sister type to Sierra. But like, I think Sierra would have been like, you know, I look up to Aaliyah. I want to do the things she do. I don't think it would have been competition between them. I think it would have been like a big sister type of role.
Sierra and Aaliyah. Sierra, my girl. So it's like they favor each other a lot, but like you said, it would be like looking up to each other, like Solange and Beyonce, because they're sisters. But like Sierra really looks up to Aaliyah. Like a lot of her stuff was based on Aaliyah stuff. So I definitely don't see them competing. I just see them looking up. But Beyonce and Aaliyah, like I'm trying to tell you, Aaliyah would take it. Aaliyah would definitely take it. It's all about practicing your craft. Nobody would have known that Beyonce would have left Destiny's Child and be number one. Exactly. Nobody would have known that.
And you know what? And it's alright. I got this for the people too. I'm about to break it down just like this. Now, if Usher would have died during the process of 8701, you know what I mean, or right after 8701, we would have never got Confessions, one of the best R&B albums of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. You had to put Usher in.
I got more for you. I got more for you though. You feel me?
Right.
If Michael Jackson would have died right after Off the Wall, we would have never got Thriller. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If Tupac would have died right after Me Against the World, we would have never got All Eyes on Me. So what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So when what Missy's saying is, it's a hole in music. It truly is a hole in music. It will always be a hole in music because Aaliyah never got a chance to produce that fourth album, which she would be really in her prime, like 25, 24 years old. That thing would have been a major hit, because look at Tupac, Usher, Michael Jackson, and the list can go on and on when it comes to these artists. Their fourth album, and when they were 24, 25, they were more complete and they were ready. Aaliyah would have been ready, you know what I'm saying? She would have had her movies, the album would have been fire, you know what I'm saying? Like, Aaliyah, it would have probably been like 30 or 20 million albums sold, that next album she would have had.
Exactly. Beyonce had a head start because she passed away. Like, Beyonce it just passed her because she has talent. A lot of people knew that Beyonce had talent because she was the lead singer, and she probably knew that Aaliyah was competitive, but she was just waiting until the right moment. Not like she probably didn't know she was going to pass, but she was just waiting for the right moment for her to shine, and that was just a push. You know, I think Bonnie and Clyde came out, right after she passed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
See? I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it would have been so good.
Man. Here's another thing that I'm gonna say. Aaliyah, MTV VMAs. She was up against Toni Braxton, Britney Spears. I forgot the other people, but it was big names. Christina Aguilera was one of them. It was the best video of the year. And she won. She flew 22 hours from Australia just to show her appreciation. Just appreciation for the award. She didn't know she was going to win. You know damn well you want to see Beyonce do that. That shows humbleness. That's humbleness right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
She was filming King of the Dam in Australia. She just showed her face just to show appreciation of the word. Look at that. That shows how humble she is. I had to put that in there, Lenny, you know.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And like the thing is, like Aaliyah, like I'm trying to tell you, like the work she just put in, like it's ridiculous. Like she would have definitely been at the top of the totem pole, and I wish like more people would have realized that. And then like you said before, not only would she have Timbaland and Missy, she was going out with Dame Dash at the time of her death. Like Dame would have helped her out when it came to the Rockefeller thing. Her and Jay-Z, and they would have had hits, and I think maybe Dame and Jay-Z would have stayed best friends if Aaliyah was still living, because I know that loss really affected Dame in a huge way. You know what I mean? Like everybody got hurt by that.
Yeah, DMX too.
Yeah.
Like,
so it would have really pulled them together, and maybe Aaliyah and Beyonce, they probably would have been like friends, and they would have had hits together.
Like, don't get me wrong, Beyonce is incredible.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Love Beyonce. Yeah.
But you have to understand, like, the reason why she's a great performer is because time. Aaliyah didn't have the time. She passed. You feel me? So it's like, come on.
I feel you. Because I seen people comment like on Beyonce's older videos when she was dancing, and it's like, wow, she definitely dances better than what she used to dance. I feel you, because time.
Thank you, Lenny. See, that's all it is. It's all about time and perfection. That's it.
Exactly. That's all
Aaliyah's
it
the
is.
best. Aaliyah's the best.
Now, Shay, do you remember the day or like the first time you heard when Aaliyah died? Because I remember the first time I heard it, and like one of my aunts, she was a big fan of Aaliyah. She was always playing her music videos, and she watched Rock the Boat the whole damn time when they were showing like tributes and all that. And it was like, you know, it really had an impact on her. She was sad. Do you remember the day Aaliyah died or when you first heard about it?
I do remember the day. I do remember the time. I believe it was my cousin who was crying really heavy and really bad. Because I was still young.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she was crying really heavy and really, really bad. And I was like, what's wrong? Like, I think I just woke up from a nap.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, like, Aaliyah passed because that was her favorite artist. And it was just like, it took a toll on me a little bit because I was young, I didn't really understand, but like a week after, I was like, oh, Aaliyah passed away, you know? And I was just like, like, it was just crazy because, like, you know, you just wake up, you're like, oh, I think this is a dream, and then like, you wear it off.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a dream, but yeah, like, it took a toll on my cousin a lot, and then I was upset because I was singing one of her songs. I was singing Try to Get Dancing to her songs, because, you know, I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
So I was her songs, but yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah, I know that was tough on the music industry, and like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying. I do wish she was still here. Every day I wish she was still here because I know she could have contributed a lot. And like Missy said, like, it's always gonna be that hole in music. And you know, all we could do now is just look back on her old stuff, and you know, just like, you know, appreciate it. Because if you look at her videos, More Than a Woman and Rock the Boat, like her videos that came out after she died, you could really tell she was evolving.
Yeah.
You could
yeah.
tell.
Everybody loved her. Everybody cared. Like on Roses Park, they all loved her. They all cared. And like Free and AJ reaction when she passed away, they were just like, wow. Like, it was just shocking because I think it was the day before. The day before she passed, she came and gave out a car to a guy. He's lucky as hell. I'm sorry. He's lucky. He's lucky as hell. I was like, oh my God. Like, that's legendary right there. Like, come on. But just seeing everybody's reaction, how she passed away, you could tell that now it's a whole of music. Everybody's reaction was just priceless.
I love Beyonce to death because she truly does work hard and she takes her time to perfect her craft. And I just wish, you know, it was an artist here to share it with her, and I wish that was Aaliyah, you know. and that's how everybody feels. Beyonce probably feel the same way.
Yeah.